How are you? Kino. Utpal, you are amazing. Thank you, Utpal. आप कैसे हो, guys? Hello, Siddharth. I forget the mic. Hello, Zenitsu. I almost forget the mic. Now I think you can hear me better, right? Hello, Utpal. Hello, Ellie. I'm good. How are you? Well, hello, Zenitsu. Good to see you guys here again. Today to read the Gita and receive a little bit of wisdom. I think everybody can hear me well, right? Today in this live we're going to be reading the same Gita. There is the Swamapundanan Gita. All the lives going to be his Gita. I will read more than one verse today, read his comment, give my opinion, and read your views too. Yes, you are audible. Thank you, Skeno. Namaskar, Rajiv. आप कैसे हो? Okay, Namaste. I'm going to take the Gita and we can looking so cute. Thank you, Utpal. Jai Shri Ram. Ghost, Namaste. Hare Krishna, Aditya Kumar. Sorry. Hey, Jiji, able to join after a long time. Good to see you. कैसे हो? Oh, hi, Vikas. I'm happy that you are able to be here again. I'm good. How about you? Are you going to read the Gita? Yes, Kel, I'm going to read the Gita. Today is the Sloka 2 till the 6. All Thursdays we're going to be here reading the Gita. Siddharth, have you read the Upanishad as well? Yes. Hi, Argi, how are you? Okay, guys, let's start. I'm going to chant the mantra, read the sloka after the commentary. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Sanjaya said, on observing the Pandava army standing in military formation, King Duryodhana approached his teacher Dronacharya and said the following words. Duryodhana said, respected teacher, behold the might arm of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arrayed for battle by your own gifted disciple, the son of Drupad. Behold in their ranks are many powerful warriors like Yudhan, Virat, and Drupad, yield might bows equal in military prowess to Bhim and Arjun. There are also accomplished heroes like Drishtaketu, Shaktam, the gallant king of Kashi, Purujit, Kuntibuj, and Shayabya, all the best of men. In their ranks they also have the chorus Yudhamanyu, the gallant Uttamaju, the son of Shubhadra. Guys, what's happened? You guys could everybody can see me. The connection disappear for some time. Does it get cold in your country on November? Guys, you can see me because my connections appear for some time. So I don't know. Hello, Jiji. Hello, Krishna Pandey. My connection is good, so I'm going to read the commentary now. Due to his anxiety, the Pandava arm seemed much little buffering. Yes, but I think everybody could hear the sloka, right? It's buffering. Yeah, we can see connections little slow. But could you guys hear the sloka? I'm going to read the commentary now, okay? The arm seemed much larger to Duryodhana than it actually was. He had never expected his opponents would mobilize an army of warriors with such a military prowess, who would be formidable in battle. Out of fear of the looming catastrophe, he started enumerating the names of all the Maharajas gathered on the Pandava side. They were all exceptional heroes and great military commanders, equivalent in valor to his cousins Arjuna and Bhima. A little louder. I put the mic here. So one thing that is interesting in this commentary. So Duryodhana. Sorry, I'm late. I was studying for my tomorrow's exam. So this is something very common in society nowadays. Duryodhana was anxious as can see the things. Sorry for the noise, guys. Sorry. Hello, Gargi. Oh, so in the when he says that his action is something that you can bring to our life because nowadays it's like this. Before the things started, before we do some action, before things happens, we also become so thinking all the things that can happen or not happen. We see the problems bigger than it really is. And it's something that makes us suffer and stop to live in the moment. Because when you think too much in the things that is about to come, we start to become anxious, and the anxious make us take decisions in the wrong moment in a bad way, because instead to do logically, very well think, very well prepared, we sometimes want the things so quickly, so immediately, that we do things that we should not be doing because we won't see the result so fast. And there is the moment that we can fall, because because when you pay too much attention in the future, instead of be able to really see what's happening around us, the people that is engaging us, we start to live a life that don't exist, because life is not the things that we plan that we want in the future, is the now. So especially in today's society, we are always motivated to think in the future. Like when you end the school, we need to think in the college. In the college, we need to think in the job, after the marriage, after the elder life. And this is something that I think is very wrong, because we spend most of our lives in the future or in the past, thinking the things that we could have done but we didn't, and the things that we want in the future. And sometimes we don't pay attention to the things that are happening now, the things that we have now. So when we see, we are not living what we want, and but also we are not living the moment. We don't have value for the moment, the things that we have now, because science in today's science, guys, I'm not responding you now because I lost what I thinking. So I will answer all your questions in the end, okay? So when you have this anxious to always be worried and thinking in the things that it's about to come, especially if we are thinking the problems, when more than anxious, we start to become sad, because we start to think in the things that we want in the future, but we don't have it now. So comes the frustration, because we feel that the things are not in our way. We start to think them, oh, look him, he already is in that position. And this can make we feel a little bit envy, a little bit jealous, and all this type of anxious, angry, frustration, you lead us to more problems, because you're going to start to speak and going to start to act in a bad way, because to accelerate the process to we have the results that we want, we can start to do things that we know that we should not be doing. And sometimes you can put our anger upon the others, what's also bad, make people feel far away from us. In currently society, I think one of the most problems, as I say, we also spend too much time in the past, thinking in the things that we could been done in a better way, thinking the things that we did wrong, or the things that we didn't have the bravery to do, and we judge ourselves too much, make things look bigger than it was for real, and we feel a little bit shame or a little bit of a, what's the word, angry if ourselves, think that we are not so smart, that we are not so well prepared, or that we can do what you want to do. and these affect our present moment, because sometimes when you when we came from bad experience in the past, is sometimes we become a little bit fear. We start to have fear to try to do again the same things and have better results again. So we become weak, and definitely be weak is not be a coward. It's not something that I think Krishna wants for us. When you see our past experience, when you see our problems in the now, more than see the problems and the bad experience that we have, we need to think everything that we learn and reformulate and try to see in a different way. Okay, like, okay, I did this and the things went bad. Why? What could have been done in a better way? How I can try this again and do something and have a better result. So reflect, not in a negative way, reflecting about the things that we did and we are doing in a different perspective is something that is crucial to our personal growth. In this sloka that I read, Duryodhana is looking to the warriors, so many good warriors that he knows that have potential to win the war, and his fear because he knows that it's going to be a difficult battle, something that in a war everybody lost, but he knows that is the most important thing that is going to happen with him, with his army. So in our lives, sometimes when we are in a moment that is very, very bad, something that is difficult to sustain, and we start to think, oh my gosh, when am I going to be able to change this phase? When am I going to be able to change my life? Because has moments in our life that we have so many problems, we are went through so much problems in money, relationships, and health that it seems that nothing that we do solve the problems. It seems that the problems is always getting. It seems that the problems are always coming, and are growing and growing and growing, and start to feel hopeless. We start to feel hopeless because we can't find a job, because we can't find the answer, we cannot solve our problems in relationship with family, friends, or romantic way. So we start to think maybe nothing's going to be better, maybe the thing's going to be worse. I'm not able to solve this, I don't have ability, I'm weak. And so many problems, so many come to our mind, and these thoughts make us feel more fear, more hopeless, and start to become anxious, and we have a lack of motivation to do things. So we start to be more reactive than active, because we start to deal with the things in a way that we are not planning well. We are just doing things day by day in a state that while our life must be respected, but human life is extremely special. So we voting because we can use our data to highest level. Yes. So when you are in big problems in life, and we are doing the best that we can, and we are not able to see the results, we are not able to see the progress, we start to become fear, because we start to think, oh my gosh, things are not changing. I I am not able to achieve this. My life don't progress. I'm not going straight. Everybody's doing better than me because this is also a bad thing that we do a lot in life is to compare. Like we see that someone that have our age similar to us, it seems they are doing so much better. They already conquered the result, and we look to us and think, "Oh my gosh, I still here. Why I didn't could achieve this too? We have the same age, we come from the same place." So the envy, the jealous, and start to come to our mind. This depression that we start to think that we are not good enough to ever to achieve better results. And this is something that we need to fight a lot to put very far from us. Because when we enter in this path of fear, of lack of motivation, negative negative thoughts, our mind becomes so impure, and what we think is what comes to our mouth, and we what comes to our mouth become our reality. We start to think bad about us, bad about others, and we start to act in a bad way because when we are fearless, when you are hopeless, we start to, oh, okay, it doesn't matter what I do, everything's the same, nothing changed. Why I will keep fighting for this? Why I will insist if every time that I do, I don't have the results that I want? So we want to give up before we try. And after this, we feel the value that we are not good enough. And this makes us angry with ourselves. And when we are angry with ourselves, we start to act in this way with people around us. And sometimes we have with our family and society. And when we have problems in relationship, we know the consequence is the lack of respect, is the fights, is the judgment, it's the pressure. So many problems start to come more and more and more and more. And this makes we feel more angry. And this will consequently lead us to feel worst. Krishna. Opa, olha quem chegou. Oi, Matheus, como você tá? I don't like to read the comments because I lost the part where I was. So, it's so important for us to make our mind high, our minds in a realistic mode. In this sloka that we read, Duryodhana was seeing all the warriors, the great warriors, ready to fight, and he was thinking the things he was seeing the arm in a bigger way, more bigger than it really was, because his fear, his anxiety, it was putting his mind in this way that he was so, what's the word? He was so fear that he was not able to see the things in a real way. And in our lives, when we do, we should not do this at all. We need to keep our mind high with good things, good thoughts, because this will affect the way that we see things and consequently the way that we act. So we need to learn. It doesn't matter how big our problems can be or we think that they are. We need to have a realistic eye and try to see for okay, I have this problem. What can I do? Which is the actions that I really can take to solve this problem? The steps that I can follow to solve this, or learn how to live with this because in our lives, some problems we cannot forget, we cannot solve. They will be with us forever or for a long time. And we need to think better than suffer because of this. We need to learn, okay, how can I live with this in a better way? What things I can do that is going to make this light. It's sometimes difficult because sometimes the problems that we have are so heavy. We feel so unmotivated that we become angry and we want to give up and let things behind. But this is not a solution. The lack of action or action, as we read in the Gita, just give up or try to give up because some things we want to give up, but we can't. They will come after us. Doesn't matter how, when, but some problems we cannot run away from it. We need to deal with this. And how we're going to deal with this is going to, the consequences is our future reality. So when we are in this moment of hopeless, thinking all the problems that we have around us with people, with job, relationships, health, we need to elevate our minds because as we see in the Gita, our mind can be our best friend or our worst enemy. That's why I'm here all week to say, guys, we need to read the Gita and try to take some wisdom from it. In the Gita, Krishna says his words are our weapons, our protection. When we remember that Krishna is with us, that he gave us bravery, he gave us talents, he gave us intelligence to deal with our our, our problems that will come because nothing happens in our life if you are not able to deal with it. Krishna knows what we can take. Some things that came to our life are so heavy, but we learn how to be strong after. It's the lessons that we take from it. Because some moments of our life so humiliating, it's so heavy, so bad, they feel so frustrated that we imagine that things cannot be worse, then the things is not going to change. And this is wrong because everything is just a moment. Everything one day you have an ending. Doesn't matter how difficult is the situation. You will have better days, and after we're going to have problems again. It's a cycle. Everybody know life is a cycle, up and down, up and down. And we always hear this. We are always hearing this, but it's difficult to fix our mind. When the problems comes, we always fix our mind in the bed. Our mind's so negative. That's why we need always to use the wisdom, the knowledge that we have from the Gita and other books, to use this as a weapon to fight against this. Because we know that we are stronger than this. Our problems are not bigger than us. Our problems cannot win from us. It's everything in our hands. If we cannot change something, we can learn how to take good from it. You can learn how to deal with things and have a peaceful mind, a clear mind. See the things in a realistic way, help us to act instead of react in a better way in with the problems that we have, the fights that we have in our lives. God give us a spirit that is brave, prosperous, prosperous. So we need to use this to make things better for us. We should make our life easy. Our mind needs to be our best friend and not our enemy. Everything starts with our thoughts because the way that we think is the way we see things. And the human mind in general try to see things in a bad way. We judge other people, we judge these situations. Instead of do this, we always need to be paying attention in our thoughts. Because when we pay attention in our thoughts and we reflect in the things that we are thinking, we are able to rethink, okay, my thoughts are real, they are realistic. What I have in my life that confirms that this is true or not. My throat is dry. What we have in reality that says that I'm wrong or I'm right. So pay attention in our thoughts is something that is extremely important. And sometimes we don't do this because we are so busy doing so many things, thinking so many things in our life that we don't pay attention to this going and we are reacting and not really acting. We are not really conscious about the things. We are just seeing things through the negative perspective or from others people perspective. And when you have a bad or a wrong perspective of things, obviously our actions is going to be wrong too. And the results of our actions probably will put us in more problems than a better life. So use the wisdom that we have because since we are kids, we are always hear the same things because are we are always hearing the same things. We cannot deny this. What's right, what's wrong, what God says, but it's so difficult to be detached from this material world that we always doing again and again and again the same mistakes. We are always doing the same things in our lives, expecting a different results. Pay attention in our thoughts, what we think about us, what we think about the people that lives around us is extremely important because this is going to be our words and our words is going to be our actions. The way that we think about us and the things and the people around us is going to become our desires, it's going to become our goals. And sometimes we spend so much time trying to achieve something that deep in our souls is not what we really want. It's not something that would we should be trying to achieve. Because in society we receive so many informations, so many ideas, ideology about things that sometimes we have idea that be a success person or happiness is something that we just going to achieve if you be here or if you be or if you have that thing. And it's not like that. Something that I learned in my life and took some time for me to learn is that many things that exist in our society, many things that people say that is the recipe for happiness, it's not. Doesn't work like this. We need really to know who we are, what we like and we don't like. Sometimes the things that make us happy and in peace is not the things that we are teach to want. Sometimes trying to achieve what people say that is good for us is what will make us suffer. And when you learn this, especially if you learn this late, it's going to be a life changing. That's why I'm here today to remember. Doesn't matter the problems you have, doesn't matter what you want to achieve in your life. First, we need to look to your thoughts. You need to reflect about thoughts that you have in your life, about the problems that you have about you, the thoughts that you have about others, and try to understand where these thoughts came from. How I can see if what I think it's realistic or not. How these thoughts are affecting my life and other people's lives around me. So when we find answer, more questions will appear. And how you're going to deal this? You, you how you're going to deal with this is how your life is going to adapt. Your life's going to adapt to this because all our actions have consequence, negative and positive. The way that you thought is the way that your reality is going to be. So use the knowledge that Krishna gave us to really take actions in your daily life because we receive knowledge. We know that nothing's bigger than us. We know that our mind is so easy to fall in Maya that we always need to reflect about our thoughts, even the ones that we think that is not important. Because some things are so automatic in our lives, in our mind, that we don't ever notice that we think this. So be always conscious, always be aware of our thoughts. It's something that is completely necessary to we make our lives easy and achieve our goals. Jai Shri Krishna. Okay, guys, now I want to hear from you. I could have explained in a better way, but I think people you are able to understand, right? I want to hear from you, your talk or life in general. Are you on Instagram? Yes, my Insta is the same name of the channel. I have the link in the bio in all my videos. Thank you, Vinaya. Thank you. Radhe Radhe Mitum PK. Why you are so sad? Who? Mayank Baliam. Hello, how are you? In Sanatana, education is a very important part of life. We need both knowledge, dharmic worldly knowledge to be a better human. Yes. Ritki. Hare Krishna, ex Mulling Sahil's fan. Hare Krishna. Amit Karhana, Hare Krishna. Jiji. Namaste, Hanuman. Hello. Jai Shri Chingan. Welcome to live. Hare Krishna, Robin. Robin Mateus. Hi, Sachin. Joy Deep. Hare Krishna. I'm trying to read the old comments. Hi, Jiji. Anil Abhishek. Hare Krishna. Hi, like Dan Radhe Radhe Umesh. Someone's. I am fine. Oh, that's good. Yes, I know said Vinaya. I think I just a little bit. I could have spoken a better way. Gigi, I have a question. Okay, do it. That's why we are here. Talk, answer questions, express our opinion with respect, obviously. Everybody can ask, guys. Everybody can ask. And don't forget, guys, clicking the like button so the live can be sent to more people. And our channel is going to grow. Ritiki, I told you my philosophy. I don't believe in Radha, but I follow Lord Krishna and Rukmini. That's good. Rukmini, the wife of Krishna, she is also very important. So many things that we can learn with her. Sometimes we don't want to do something, but it's necessary to do for a better life. What do you say about? Yes, unfortunately, this is true. Some things in our lives we don't want to do, but you know that it's necessary because, and this is the moment that we have to be mature because, especially when we are young, we just want to do things that give pleasure, that it's easy. But unfortunately, sometimes some things that are necessary to do is to deny our feelings, our desires, and do what's right. It's difficult, it's difficult. But when you think in a logical way, it's going to be better, especially because we don't know the future. We don't know the consequence of things, especially in a long term. Sometimes something that we like, sometimes things that is good for a few feels good for us in the future is going to put us in problems. And things that are not so good don't make us feel so, give pleasure in this moment, is the things that in future is going to bring us some pleasure. It's going to make us happy. We start to see this when we become old, when we start to be mature. We see that sometimes, yes, we need to say no to us and do what's right in this moment. It's difficult. It's really, really difficult because sometimes some things mm, look so bad for us now in this moment that we just want to give up and no, 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 and do something else. What we need to do. Hey girl, hey Hafsa. What time in Brazil now? 10:47. Noor. Do what's right. Yeah, sometimes difficult to do what's right because sometimes what is right is not so pleasurable, but we know that it's the thing that is going to make our life easy, especially in a long term. Because if we have one thing that I learned in my life is that most of the things, most of the problems in our lives, they come from things that looks really good, that feels good. But these problems take some time to appear in our life. Some things give pleasure now, but bring problems in the future. And some things that is not good in the now, in the future brings pleasure. So we need to be smart in thinking this way. Because sometimes we just think in the now, what do you want now, and the results that you want to achieve now, that we forget that everything that we are doing now is going to be our future. The consequence is going to be our tomorrow. So some things can bring a pleasure in this present moment, but you bring more problems in the future. So you need to think it's worth it. It's going to be worth it. You need to think. What are you talking about? I read the Gita now. We are discussing about things. Robin, Hare Krishna. Sometimes I think I speak so much, I comment so much. This is good. I love this. That's why I do the live. Because in the live you can talk in the videos. I upload the video and go to do my things and people comment. In the live I can speak and you guys also can speak and we can talk because I can reply in the right moment. Some I speak too much because sometimes I think I'm going to do 30 minutes live and I'll spend more time. Guys, please like the video. Yes, Varun, like the video so more people can see the live. Right, is depend on contest. Yes, the contest is something really important because depend on the contest, we need to do the things in a way. In a different contest, we need to do in another way. We need to be mature. We need to be smart to learn the difference when it's right to do one thing and when it's not right to do the same thing. The contest is really important. It's really important. Hello, Depeche. I'm good. How about you? Kate, Chingana, Jay Shreera. Hello, Didi. Can you motivate people to study Sanskrit or I am not called I think if you have the opportunity to learn Sanskrit, learn. Here in Brazil, it's not that easy. Find people to teach our classes. We just have the basics, but I think people that have the opportunity to learn first, because if you are able to learn in Sanskrit, you will be able to learn the scriptures in a better way. Because when I started to learn about Sanatana Dharma, one thing that makes me feel really bad is because that I saw that some scriptures are translated in a way that is going to be convenient for some people, and not what's really right there. I read different Mahabharats in the beginning when I was learning about Sanatana, and I saw that sometimes the translations are a little bit. Mm, some people translate in the way that is more convenient to them in their traditions. So learn Sanskrit is really important because people will not be able to lie to you. Or you will be able to really understand what's right in the scripts, not what people say that it's right. Because informally, we live in a world that people sometimes just say what's important to them. They they use the scriptures to, how can I say, they use the scriptures in a way that is convenient to them, not for you, not the way that it is. And Tamil, I think it's more ancient than Sanskrit, right? There's a lot of people that still speak Tamil. Here you go. Girl, you should read Quran and follow the true God Allah and say worship. I already wrote, I already read the Quran. Really, I read. I know what's right there. You should meet Sadhguru. I already know. I already saw some of his video in the beginning of my journey in Sananandama. I think one of the first gurus that I learned that I saw it was him. God, you know, send your hellfire for don't believe in him. Yes, think God's not making people go to hell because don't believe on him. Actually, I don't see God like this. For me, God's much, much bigger than this. Because first, we cannot put words in God's mouth. I don't think what I learned from God, He is not, things is not just simple like He's going to put you in the fire or in the heaven, believe on me or no. It's much more than this. God is everywhere, is everything. If He create us, He create our way of thinking. He knew it. If He is in the control of everything, and I don't believe on Him, or I believe on Him, this is also something that it was created for by Him. Um, I am doing some work. I wish we to read about Sananandharma in detail like you. Do you know that there are many people here in India who do not have much bookish knowledge about Sanatana? Once I heard, I don't remember where, it was what's the name? A guy was talking how people in India don't read the scriptures that much because they already have the family to teach or the gurus, and they sometimes people put so much importance in the guru that they don't go to read the scriptures by themselves. And this I think is very problematic. I will be honest, I think that is problematic because I think read the scriptures is really important to know what's real and what's not, because we cannot lie to ourselves. We cannot put so much trust in the gurus, in the acharyas, because we have good gurus, we have good acharyas, but unfortunately we live in a world that unfortunately some people fit what's convenient to them according what with them and not with the scriptures. So we always should search knowledge. Like Krishna said, we need to understand the scriptures because it's good to have faith in the back. It's good to do a good. It's important to have a good karma, good actions. But search the knowledge is extremely important because we will know what's true and what's not. If the beliefs that we have in our society really comes from the scriptures and not from people that it was in power, we need to know if our actions, our thoughts, our speech is according to the Dharma. So study the scriptures is really, really, really important if you really want to have a dharmic life. She deserves more likes. Oh, thank you, and you. Jiji, how you felt after you read Quran? It was interesting to read because I read in Portuguese and you know the Quran completely is just in Arab. What I found interesting is quickly, it's easy to understand the way that it was right. It was very practical and don't have many. For example, in the Bible, you read something here saying one thing, and you go to the other chapter say something that is completely different, that it's contradictory. And the Quran is not like that. We don't have so many contradictory things. It was very well explained, very well scripted, wrote. It was very wrote. But what I didn't like is how don't speak much about spirituality. And for me, this don't make sense at all. How a book from our religions don't have much about spirituality. Because if it's a religion more than a way of life, should be spiritual. So when you read a spiritual book that don't talk much about spirituality, is make because I noticed the Quran have many teachings for daily life. Some things are good, some things don't make sense for present moment. So it was interesting book, has similarities with the Bible. For people that already wrote the Bible know what I'm talking. But at the same time is more logical than the Bible. And the teachings of Quran, what I remember is not so deep as I say, don't have so much about spirituality, it's more the story of the prophets like Abraham, Maria, and have some advice on knowledge, the importance of praying. It's not so deep knowledge. For me, it's not the knowledge is not deep. The spiritual is not deep. So I don't know. It's something that didn't make me feel fulfilled with knowledge. It's not something that okay, wow. It's just a book for me. Has interesting things, yes. Some good advice, some good tips for life. Yes, it has, but nothing that it was different than, for example, what I already saw in the Bible. That's why I like Solomon is we have the knowledge, we have tips for daily life, but is everything very rooted in a spiritual way, in a logical way, in the conscious, the way that we are said to be motivated to do deep questions, is certain knowledge, and try to understand things in a different way, to try things. And Sanana Dharma try to understand the minimal, the smallest things in life, in the universe. So big, so deep. This is what makes me excited about Sanana Dharma. It's a pit that you reject through God's mess ever after receiving that follow around path may Allah guide you. I think Allah, Krishna, or God already guide me through what I want because if God is in control of everything, and in the Quran, we know that God is in control of everything, right? So if He guide me to Sananda Dharma, it's because I need to be there. When you slowly the reach increase. We have some. It's like right. Jiji, nowadays you have no questions. Now that I remember, because when I read the comments, sometimes I forget things I just remember later. But I don't know what's why I ask you. Please do a collaboration with the original pagan. I don't know this channel, Vishesh. I need to search about it first. He's doing a chapter by chapter review of the Gita. That's interesting. Hello, just arrived on the live. Hi, Piyush. Welcome to the live. You already read the slokas. I already read the commentary. Now we are discussing things. I always like to read about different spiritual paths. That's why I already read the Quran. I already read the Gita and others mythologies because it's important for us search knowledge because sometimes we we are teach oh this is the right and this is the wrong. This is what you should follow, this is what you should don't follow. For me it's not as simple. I need to read, I need to see, I need to check by myself, and I need to take the decision by myself. I'm not going to guide me for what people think or other people say it. So I need to see by myself. Gigi, will this live stream go 1 hour more? Actually, I don't know. I don't have a plan. I just enter when I think that I need to go. I need to go. Why? Oh, India should avoid this girl. Oh, Pravin. She is a cheater just for sub. Many people think that I'm here for subscribes, but I don't care what to believe or not. Because if I want to subscribe, I think it would be more easy if I was just doing dancings in tight clothes. I will receive much more likes. Please read Bhagavad Gita by Swami Chinmayananda. Probash, can I share my idea as an American of Bangladesh arrange for webinar if you agree to cover this on your next video? You can share your thoughts. How can you prove it? We to have eyes and brain. Symbols. In Islam, the words divide into two parts, Daru Islam and Darul Harb. In Islam, there are where Islam law applies, while Darul Harb there where no Muslim rule prevails. How can you prove? Do you know about Upanishads? Yes, Darshan. Hafsaji when was Quran and Hadith discovered after death of Prophet before him. Mais pouquinho. Guys, I have something to ask it to you. Today, I upload a video. While I was doing the live with you, I upload a video talking about how my friends, colleagues, and family reacted when I told them that I become Hindu. So if you're interested to know, go there, watch the video, let your comments, share with friends, give the like. And also, I want to know one thing from you. Please read Isha Kena Katha and Prasna Upanishad, okay? Prashant Mishra Jai Shri Ram. Sister, you are reading Gita and then first read Tattva Pod by Yakshankar and then read the Gita, okay? No one problem. Yeah. You have you read Darshan? How do you deal with so many suggestions? It's always difficult. The suggestions that it's in, I try to take notes the things to do in future. People are always sending so many suggestions about the gurus that I should read, the translations of what I should read. Guys, since I start to learn about Sananandam, I always like to hear from different people. Dvaita, Advaita, Vedanta, Tantra not much to be honest, because I like to know the whys of things, why this person think like that and why this one thinking other. So in general, I always try to see what different people are saying. I like the suggestions that some people give me. It's difficult to have time to engage with everyone. You need a good mic. Yes, it's the simple one that I bought. When my channel grows more, I will do it better. Namaskar. Partha. Mm, I'm still waiting. There's some Hindu philosophy if you don't understand that. Okay. Varun Islands following events getting heaven after death. After death, who will tell about the reality of Jannah and hell? She speaks very slow, her room is empty. I am speaking very slow. Really? I speak slow. I speak slow because everybody needs to understand. So, guys, as I say, I have a question to do for you today. In the other live that I'm going to do next week, I think if you want, someone can join. Some of you can join in the live. Show the face. Would you like? Would you guys enjoy this? Like in the next live, some of you could enter in the live to talk your perspective. Would you guys enjoy this or not? When we will you visit India? I don't know, Darshan. I don't know because visiting India is very difficult because I need to have a good time, a good amount of money because it's not a easy trip. It's not close. We may let's see. Yes, you guys can let in the comments of the live or in the other videos. I will put in the community space later and you guys reply. I introvert. I think most of we are. I am also introvert, but to be here, I need to be extrovert. What's your education qualification? Cosmetology. Um, please keep mic near your mouth. Now it's good. Oh, that's good. Is the low 1.7 birth rate among Hindus like Brazil below replacement and abortions 2000 are born? Maybe one get murdered. 5K convert, but slightly for into population is decreasing. Just a question from my perspective. Do free thinkers have any value in Islam? What's your education? I already reply. How are you? I'm good. Is Jay? Yes and no. Please do a chapter by chapter reading of the Mahabharata as translated by Bibek de Broy. I think after the Gita reading, maybe we can do some reading or understand of other scriptures. You have more courage. I need to have. When I was younger, guys, I was so shy that I had a teacher that thought that I couldn't, that I was not able to speak, that I was mute. I was super shy, super. But I need to change because you cannot go to your adult life without be able to speak with people. It's impossible. Hello, Darshan. I understood cosmetology. Um, I was also shy. Yes, we need to improve with time because, as I say, when I was younger, I was not able to even speak my opinion, my things. I was super shy. I was not the type of person that had the bravery to go and say what I sometimes I want to say something, but I was like, no, I don't have bravery. But I had to change because when you grow in it, you need to. Can you imagine someone super shy in a job interview? It's not going to work. I can understand you. I was same in my childhood, but now I am okay. Okay. Yes, with time, the age, we learn how to speak in the right time, what speak, what don't. We are become more confident because don't have reasons for you be shy. Don't have reasons for this. Doesn't matter if people's going to judge us or not. We need to live. What's her real name? She's learning. Then, if I go to ask questions and distress after knowing the verse, one joy in his life. When even her scholars have no answer to this question, how can she answer? This is something that is common in our religions, Gargi, not just in Islam. I think many spiritual paths has that things that people don't want to talk about because it's controversy. I think even in Sanatana Dharma we have this. I hear you should not ask a woman or girl her age, but manage to stuck in Kali. Yes, it's not polite to ask a woman age. At least in my country, it's not polite. I think in many countries too. But I know the guys here are curious to know about it. Many girls perceive gender roles in Islam as unfair or unequal, such as the rule about ignorance, testimony, and polygamy. This perceived inequality may lead them away from the religion. You can also listen to the lecture on Estanu Sanatana by Osho. I already heard about Osho too. You have but if you ask about them while the Quran is being revealed, they will be shown to you as forgiven the Allah is forgiven for bearing. Yeah, is there any meaning of your name or your name have any important historical character? No. My name was chosen because my mom wants a different name and read heard she heard this name in a woman and she liked but the meaning is not good. I think it's not a popular name here. That's why I don't like, to be honest. Sometimes I want to change. Why don't you come live on Instagram? Do you believe, Aditya, this week I thought to do lives on Instagram because I never did that. Maybe I should do. Jiji, if you read the Quran in its revelation order, you will find that it's a book filled with hate for others. Really? What's your age, if I may ask? 27. Darshan, I already said the education. I studied cosmetology. So I already replied this, I think, many times, many other lives. Any other question? Actually, I always receive here a lot of questions that are similar because I always have new people enter. But my name is Gislaine. I have 27 years. I live in Brazil, São Paulo. I follow Sananda Dharma for basically 5 years. Um, and today, Samaj Nahiaya, no more. So other thing that people ask me too much is the reaction of my family. Well, today, while I was doing this live, I uploaded a video telling how was the people reaction around me, and I also told experience that I had in my previous job, some experience that I had with people not so cool. So if you want to know this in detail, go to watch the video that I upload today. Then you don't look 27. Piyush, really? What? Tell me. What I look? We have 6 darshans. It's good. It's true we are moving towards the galactic center of the solar system. We are set are in the government not protecting those in Bangladesh. Vedansh said. Bhagwan says Yad Kargi. So as per diversify as had are we moving towards the galactic center and solar system? But I don't know. Garg the flag of the oppressor is disgusting. Why don't you come live on Instagram? I don't know. I don't use much Insta, but I should because the people that follow me there is a little bit different. I think I'm going to do. Would you guys like more lives there in Insta? Tell me. Why don't you know more about Hinduism than me? Oh, I don't believe. Yeah, but a good thing of us that didn't born in a Hindu family is that we don't have another option. We need to learn because how are we going to be part of something if we don't know about this? At least basic we need to know. I thought you say you studied cosmetology. Yes. No, cosmology, no, cosmetology. Why don't you come live? Which Hindu temple you want to visit in India in future? So difficult because India has so many temples that are so important, especially for me as a Krishna devotee. In Mayapur, the ISKCON temple. Uh, I also want to visit the ancient temples because I like these historical monuments. Yes, Insta. Okay. So I am trying to be more present in Insta. Insta. I should be more present in Insta, showing my routine, the things about Brazil. Do you think Santa is mythology? Santa? What do you mean, Sanatana Dharma? Nice. No personal crush. We can talk about our opinions in a different. Yeah, everybody can speak their opinion, but we just remember should be respectful. Yes, I like Brazil, Anil Kumar. Thank you. I don't think Sanatana Dharma is mythology. It's difficult to understand because Sanatana Dharma is the truth. For me, it's like the truth, the Dharma. has influence in the Indian culture or the Indian culture influence Sanatana Dharma? Are you interested in geopolitics, Vedanta? I don't have much interest, but I need to. Remember what I said in the beginning of the life. Sometimes we need to do something that we don't like because it's important. Is this geopolitics? Something important, doesn't matter if you like or not. Just an interesting fact for all, Brazil imported Indian cows to build their milk industry. I actually, Piyush, heard that India import many things, especially meat, not cow meat, but import things to Brazil. It's one of the countries that more important milk or and meat to Brazil. In Brazil, people eat a lot of meat. I think India and Brazil should have more things in common. Actually, I'm thinking to do a video how the Indian culture influenced Brazil because I have interesting things that I want to show to you, share with you. Have you been COVID? Yes, we need to here. I never used X, guys. You never. Here in Brazil, use X to fight a lot. I don't have patience for that. The Vedanta and yogic teachings of Hinduism face universal spiritual and inner peace, drawing many people towards it. Yes, that's it. What I like in Sanatana Dharma is so complete, has so many things, so much stories, so much knowledge about everything mind, soul, body, architecture, art, philosophy. Really, it's really about spirituality and live this in a practical way. Has a book called Barbarnama, How Indian Culture Influenced Brazil. Tell us. I will do a video about it, a completely video, because I want to speak and show to you. I can upload videos, I can upload things, but I have a lot of things. What types tips do you have for getting rid of extreme rage? What do you have for getting rid of extreme rage? What do you mean? For the sake of slime became a wanderer, I better finding to become a martyr, think I like becoming gases. Yoga has become highly popular in Brazil with numerous yoga centers across the country. Yes, these two. I think yoga is very popular nowadays in the whole world. Some are more similar to the Indian yoga, others are more has a lot of types of yoga. To be honest, some things it's not even yoga, they just use the name to sell more. Okay, I will wait for the video. Yes, I will prepare very well because I want to show, put the image, put the videos, audios. It's going to be more interesting. The Brazilian godman who was close to Oprah Winfrey. Is he in prison? Yes, he's in prison. It was a thing at the time. Has documentary about it. So many people used to believe him. Do Brazil have a call on their currency notes? Call? I don't remember. No. We have other animals. Action, reaction may take away from today's wisdom to say thank you. Yes, you need to act, not just react, and pay attention in your thoughts because our thoughts influence the way that we see things, and the way that we see things is the way that we act. And sometimes we act in a way to destroy ourselves or to elevate ourselves. Everything starts here in the mind. The small Indian community in Brazil, the small Indian community in Brazil has contributed to spread the awareness of Indian trade, especially in cities such as São Paulo. Yes, Quintama, hello. What Brazilian people think about India? I mean, normal people. I think people don't have idea exactly of India. Some people think it's an Arabic country. Some people think it's a poor India. It's a poor country because the videos of street food is really viral here. People watch a lot of and upload a lot of the videos about their food. So some people see India as a poor country that has things to improve. But one thing that people always say that Indians are super very welcome, so cool people. Chapter 6 of Gita is the best for me. What's your best verse from the Gita? Chapter 18, 6, 16. I hope that you will remain steadfast to your religion, create a Vedic society, and work for the welfare of the Hindu society. Ex-Muslim Sahil. I always heard about you in the channel. Um, yes, I want to spread the knowledge about Hinduism, especially here in my country. I don't have much information about it. Are you connected to ISKCON community or any other Hindu community in Brazil? So most of the temples here are from ISKCON, and the people that I talk in there is from ISKCON, but I didn't took Diksha there. Um, okay, guys, I already said everything that I need to say today. As I say, I upload a video today. I already uploaded talking about my family and friends' reaction, my conversion to Hinduism. If you want to go there, watch till the end, give your like, share with your friends, because it's a question that I am always receiving. That's why I did a video. In the next week, I'm going to be here to read more chapters about the Gita. I try to prepare myself better, try not to speak so slow, like some people say it. And this Saturday, I will be here talking about the. In the previous life, in Saturday, I say that in the next life, we're going to talk about dating, this dating scenarios in Brazil, what people do to date, how they find their partners, what's common, what's not common, and I want to hear from you too. How is in your country? So be attention. I will be putting everything in the community. I will try to be more present there in Insta. Maybe I do a live there one day. I try to put in the stories in my Insta about my life, culture, what I do day by day, my routine. So many things planning. Aspects of in the culture. Do you like the music dance festivals? Oh, it's difficult to choose. I love the festivals, the dance, especially the Bangra. Is a channel who told about realism and what really tested. Ex Monisa is a channel who told about Jiji. He is not the original ex No, he's so famous that there are many people who are using his name. Oh, thank you for telling me. I don't have any favorite Indian dish because I think that I don't know much to have one. But I always hear so many things about the samosa. Do you have Gaidar Brazil? What? Ditch. Gaidar gay dating. Oh, yes, yes. Has a lot of gays in Brazil, a lot of. So in the Saturday Live, we're going to talk about everything about the date scenario in Brazil. You can think in the questions that you want to do for the straight people, the gay people, everybody. They want the apps. So that's it. So, guys, I think today I already talked too much. I will do the other things in my home. Thank you so much for you being here. I appreciate your presence here a lot. I love to have this moment with you. I love to talk with you. I like to read your comments, to reply to your thoughts, see the way of you guys think and see things. So thank you for your presence here. I will try to be always present here in the next week to talk more about the Gita and other things. Thank you guys very much. And that's it for today. Watch the videos. If you don't follow me in Insta, I already said the link of my Insta is it's in the bio and in all descriptions of my videos you can see there, okay? I always put the link in the Insta. In my videos, you must finish by quote the Bhagavad Gita verse. Again, take care, guys. To learn about our Brazil India common culture, yes, I will be Suraj telling about the culture and Brazilian. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you for your presence. See you later in the next week.